Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Huron County, where I think I finally cracked this massive harvesting contract. Yes, I've set up some auto drive workers to do the unloading for me. I've recorded a little route that goes from the field to the sell point and back. Nothing terribly impressive about that. The good thing is it does seem like the workers can do it, which means I'm doing the harvesting myself. I'm manually putting in the call to the unloaders. So here is Dolores Flufflebotham of Flufflebotham Farming Services, abbreviated to FFS. Has the initials FFS. And yeah, basically I'm employing people to grain cart for me, whilst I'm being employed to harvest this field. Seems like a better strategy overall. I'm going to maybe make a call to the unloader to come to me. I'm hopefully going to be able to get to the end of the field down there. So yes, the two tractors are working together. Zoom out far enough, we might be able to actually see where the other guy is. Goes very quiet now, ladies and gents, because the game sound does not work at this level. Pipe out. Don't quite know what direction he comes from when I'm this far away on the south end of the field. We might just have to wait a little bit at some point, because I'm going to get full. I'm at 85 now. We need to see where the AR gets to. 96, 97, 98% full, 99% full. There we go, 100% full. So the AR is there. Right, he's on his way. He is coming. Come and unload me, sunshine. My fuel level is getting a little bit critical. We're about half empty. I'm going to have to go and refuel the combine at a certain point. But we're slowly getting to grips with it. Like I say, this is the biggest field on the map. Probably won't make that mistake again. We'll definitely look at field sizes and field acreage before accepting the next contract and seeing what we can do. I mean, there's enough contracts to choose from on the map. Certainly all the spraying with the weeds. Let's have a look. So yeah, we're about 8%, so made no progress really on this thing. We're at 8%, ladies and gents. Here comes the other tractor. He's on his way. Oops. That tells you how big the field is. It's taken him that long to drive down here to come and unload me. But typically, once the tractor gets here, it stays with me until it gets full, and then it buggers off to go and unload, and then the next tractor is summoned from the parking spot at the top of the field. So it is working well. The only issues I've had with this so far is that sometimes, for whatever reason, the 8R here, when he does get full, he can't seem to find his exit from the field. He stops. He can't seem to find his route to the sell point. The 7R does it perfectly. When no matter where the 7R gets full on the field, it knows how to get off the field and how to get to the sell point. The 8R is struggling a little bit with that. So sometimes when he gets full, I just have to manually jump in him, drive him up to the top, to the road, and then start him off. Now the good thing is, they do unload as I'm harvesting. Or they like to try and unload as I'm harvesting. Thumbnail for the screenshot. Then we'll be heading back up to the top of the field again. So yeah, I'm just employing my obvious GPS that thankfully the rented equipment comes pre-supplied with. I didn't have to buy that. And I'm able to do a comfortable little spiral method to my harvesting madness. I can just put the cruise control on now, kick back and relax. It's taken me a long time. As you can see, it's now 4:45 on this Monday afternoon for me in real life. It's 20 past 11 in game. So we've spent the morning, get this far, where it looks like I've done about 3 headlands of the field. But yeah, it's 4:45. It's nearly dinner time, actually. I've actually ordered dinner for this evening. So I'll have dinner coming in about an hour. I've gone to my favourite fried chicken place here in the UK. Not the famous one with the Colonel Sanders in the white suit with the 3-letter name that starts with K, ends in C and has F in the middle. I don't order from there because they're awful. They really are, or at least the one in my town is absolutely awful. There's another little place that is completely, you know, no relation to the big mainstream one at all. That is on the in the town centre, and they do fantastic fried chicken. And what I've been going for the last couple of weeks, I mean, well, not the last couple of weeks, the last couple of months, is every Monday evening we have 3 of us in the house have a wrap meal where we have like a chicken wrap, fried chicken wrap, where you get your fries, you get your wrap, you get your drink, and you can have some sides if you want. 2 of them have 2 of the other 2 people, they have sweet corn. They have a little pot of sweet corn each. I don't personally bother with the side, but I order a different wrap from them. They have a normal crispy strip wrap. I have a spicy strip, chicken strip wrap meal. I then also have 2 trays of piri piri chicken strips. So there's like just 10 bits of 10 strips of just pure chicken breast, no bones, no breadcrumbs, none of that stuff. It's just pure plain chicken breast strips, done in a very nice hot and spicy piri piri sauce. And like I say, I get 2 trays of those. And today as well, I'm also going to go for I'm having 10 onion rings and some mozzarella sticks. Some mozzarella sticks. Because I'm feeling quite hungry. I was going to have I was nearly tempted to order a pizza today for my dinner, for my tea. I was going to go to Papa John's here in the UK. A company that I've not been not ordered from particularly. Out of the normal pizzeria places, if out of again the famous big branded ones, I would normally go to Domino's. Unfortunately, Pizza Hut closed in my town, so we don't have a Pizza Hut. So it's a choice now between Domino's and Papa John's if you want one of the big mainstream companies. Of course, there's loads of little side street, back alley pizza places that do pizzas, like kebab shops and things like that, which do pizzas, and some fish and chip shops in town are now doing pizzas as well. And honestly, I rate them a lot better than the mainstream companies, because the mainstream companies, to me, all they seem to want to do is charge you a ridiculous amount of money for what is essentially a bit of dough, a bit of cheese, and a handful of toppings slung on the top. I don't know where the likes of Domino's and that get off charging you 30 quid for a pizza in this day and age. I really don't. That makes no sense to me, how they can charge that much. Because especially when a lot of, like I say, a lot of the side street places, the back alley places, a lot of the other, like I say, the standalone private restaurant takeaway places, they're charging probably 10-12 quid for a pizza, depending on its size, and they always do buy one get one free. So you spend 12 quid and get 2 pizzas. 2 large pizzas. But the reason I was tempted almost to have a Papa John's today was because the local football team is sponsored by them, and the local football team has a discount code for 50% off, so you can get one of the massive Papa John's extra large, like, I don't know what they are, 16-inch, 18-inch pizzas. You can get one of those half price. It works out at about 15 quid for the one I go for with all the meats. I have like the all meats pizza, and that's about the only thing I would eat, because as I say, the one and only time I've ever had Papa John's pizza, I didn't like the sides. I thought the sides were awful, and the dip, like the garlic and herb dip that you get to dip your pizza crusts in and stuff, that was rank. That was rank. I've never had a garlic and herb dip before that was like a yellowy brown colour. It didn't look right to me. You know, compared to like the one you get from Domino's, which is a lovely white with the you can see the little green bits of the herb, like the green herby bits in it. You know, there's just something about the Papa John's one which put me right off. And like I say, I've never ordered a pizza from them since, because again, my local Papa John's doesn't actually have a terribly big menu of pizzas. It doesn't do a massive range or selection. So, and again, there's not many, and again, there's no real pizzas apart from like a plain margarita or something that the other people in my household would eat. So that's probably why I've never really ordered from there, because no one else would eat it. And they only do literally like one pizza that I would eat. But when you can get 50% off one of the big extra large jobbies, I mean, you know, one of those pizzas would last me 2 days. I'd get 2 days food out of it. And again, I typically only eat one meal a day anyway, so I only eat normally in the evening. Like I say, evening around about 6 o'clock is when I eat. I don't eat during the day. I don't eat when I wake up in the morning. You know, I don't snack on stuff. I mean, apart from fizzy pop, which I have a bit of an addiction for, I drink gallons and gallons and litres and litres and litres of that. I can get through probably 2 bottles a day. 2 bottles a day of fizzy pop. But I drink all the zero stuff. It's all the zero sugar stuff I've switched to now, and I've been on that for a lot of years now. For about 3 or 4 years I've been drinking the zero variations of all the different drinks. I don't drink the full fat versions anymore. But yeah, when it comes to food, again, because again, doing this job, this content creator where I'm at the computer all day, I'm not getting a lot of exercise. So the last thing I need to do is be eating and getting fat and getting humongous, you know. So 1 meal a day seems to do me. Seems to do me okay. Like I say, I'm not snacking throughout the day. I'm not eating rubbish. You know, it's been a long while since I've had any Haribos or sweets or anything like that. In fact, I don't think I've got anything in this room at the minute, fact-wise. No. Nothing at all. So yeah, I've just been working away. Just been working away at this this harvesting of wheat for this contract. And like I say, I've been plugging along. I found a way to make it work. 8%, only 8% of the crop has been transported for the contract, ladies and gents. What is that? I'm going to wonder, you know, in the back of my mind, I'm going to be wondering and slightly panicking to myself that the contract might not complete properly. I'll just hop out of the harvester, because of course, precision farming, I've installed, when I actually set up this save, when I actually created this save game and set it all up, precision farming wasn't a thing. So I've only actually activated precision farming today as I've reloaded the game to start this series. And yes, I am recording 3 episodes on this Monday. So the first 3 episodes of the series all recorded on the same day, just for, you know, yous out there to understand my recording process. I typically, all my Let's Play series, I record 3 episodes back to back, same day, in one recording session type thing, because that's how I like to then edit and render with my batch render my videos and then upload them 3 at a time. You know, each Let's Play series 3 episodes a week, don't we? We have 3 episodes of we had 3 episodes of Hat Baylor on a week, we have 3 episodes of Calmsden a week, and we're just basically just you know, that's, if I can record 3 episodes in one day, great. Because obviously workflow then, and then the next day if I record the other series and get all the episodes recorded, perfect, because then that frees me up Wednesday, Thursday, Friday to record, either play and record other stuff if I choose to, if I'm doing any map tours or any mod review type things or anything like that, or any tutorial videos, or I can do streaming. So yeah, I'm trying to, so like today, series has started. I've installed precision farming for the first time, and obviously, as I've discovered from Calmsden and the multiplayer server, the minute you first activate precision farming, it completely resets all the lime levels on the fields, all the fertilizer levels. So there's a good chance this field might not yield enough crop for me to actually complete the contract. That's my fear. My fear is, because of precision farming, I'm not going to be able to get enough wheat off this field to complete the contract. But at the moment, everything's working. See, the 7R's finished, so he's now going to clear off. The 8R has already been pre-called, so he's ready to move in straight behind 7R and come and unload me. So as long as I leave the pipe out and I don't mess around piping in, piping out, it runs seamlessly. It kind of runs seamlessly. I've only had a couple of issues where the 2 tractors have got a little bit confused. Again, that was more to do when the 8R was messing about, not finding its way off the field. So I was having to manually stop him, take him to the road, restart him. That seemed to mess up the sequence a bit, because then I was having instances where I had the pipe out on the harvester and no tractor would actually move. Neither of the tractors would move. I'd even hit the call to unloader button, the special keybind that I've got to actually send the please come and unload me message, and they were kind of messing about a bit. But it is going well. Like I say, we are getting through it now. Now it's working seamlessly. The only thing that's slowing me down is the harvester itself. The fact that it's only doing 10 kilometers per hour. I'm now absolutely at the limit of the harvester. And the fact that obviously the fuel is getting low. I am going across the top of the field at the minute, so down the east side, along the bottom, back up the west edge of the field, and at that point I might break off and go and get some fuel. So I'll do 3 more edges, and then I'm gonna have to go and refuel the harvester at that point. And you won't believe it, ladies and gents, but in the process, whilst I was doing the setting up the auto drive thing, I did actually go and do a bit of a drive. Just on the main roads, just set up like a main road, you know, one route up one lane, one route down the other lane. So when it comes to like the map, at the minute, I have travelled from the top of the map here, I've driven all the way down, all the way down, all the way down, all the way down to the bottom of the field map. And then I've driven all the way back in the opposite direction to create the auto drive route on the opposite side of the road. So rather than doing a 2-way blue route, 1 lane, 2-way, I've done separate green routes, green roads, priorities, 1-way roads. And obviously here on field 160, I've just basically done a yellow priority road off of the branch here, along here, which obviously the tractors come to and wait at. I've also been down here to the fuel station and I've done a refuel point, put in a refuel point. So again, vehicles can drive down here, refuel, loop back and come back, should they need to, at any point. Okay. The tractors, if they need to refuel, they can go and do that. Obviously, like I say, with the harvester, I'm going to manually do that, refuel that, after I've done the next couple of rows of the field. But yeah, it's all going pretty well. So yeah, I felt like it's better to hire the people to drive the tractor for me than it is to pay someone to sit in the harvester mucking about, because he's going to stop every time he gets full. And then he's just going to sit there burning fuel whilst I'm struggling to drive, and I can only drive 1 tractor at a time. So the other tractor was always sat doing nothing. So I felt it was much better for me to sit in the harvester, keep the harvester running, and pay the lackeys drive the tractors, because then they can. There's no reason for them to ever have to stop and sit wasting fuel and time anywhere, because, you know, they're always going to need to be either unloading me or driving to and from the unloading point. They don't have the choice. They don't have the chance to sit mucking about, basically. You can see the other tractor's already been pre-called, because this guy now has reached his fill level. So as soon as that trailer reaches a certain point, fill level, it automatically sends the message to the other tractor, like, get ready, because he's going to get full and he's going to clear, and you need to be right behind him. So honestly, it's working very well right now. I just can't believe it's taken me 3 videos and you can still see the edge of the field. that's like you say. I'm a stone's throw from the edge of the field, you know. It's ridiculous. How big this map is. We'll keep going. We'll see if we get it. It might be that this series is just me doing this one contract. The next bunch, all the videos in this series are just me doing this one job on this one field. And then it'll be like, yeah, I want to move back to a normal map now, please, people. Can I please just go and play on a normal map? Because this is too much work for one man. I mean, obviously, a map like this in multiplayer would be fantastic for people, especially if you were doing the whole multiple farms thing. You had 16 players, full 16 players, and you were running separate farms and letting everybody build up their own areas and stuff. Obviously, this map would be perfect for that because you've got so much room and choice of fields and everything. I just think for a single player, it's a little bit overly intimidating. Here comes the other trailer straight in. No fuss. No must. No bother. Yippee-ki-yay, as they say in the train. I mean, I look in that direction and I can't see the edge of the field. I can't. And when I'm at the bottom of the field, I can't see the top. But yeah, I can still see that edge of the field as I'm harvesting. The wind turbines are spinning a bit faster now. I wonder if now it's got a bit cloudy look. Looks to me like the wind's picked up on the map because all the turbines are spinning a little bit faster now than they were at the start of the day. I just hope we don't get rain, because if it starts to rain, then that's going to absolutely kill this contract. I'm going to have to stop. I'm going to have to stop harvesting and take another job and go and do another job for a few minutes or a few hours and then come back. Because obviously rain will destroy the yield and I really don't want to be messing with the yield at the minute. I think precision farming is going to kill me anyway. Break me. So might go off and do some other jobs. If it starts to rain, stop the harvester straight away, park everything up, tractors, the lot, and then go take another contract and do something else. A bit of ploughing, a bit of cultivating maybe, or a bit of spraying. And then we'll just have to pick up with the job, pick up the harvesting once the rain has stopped. But yeah, it is taking quite a bit of time to do this field. Obviously we've got this fella in the tractor here, look. Looks like Wayne Rooney, when Wayne Rooney was young. Doesn't it? Looks a bit like Wayne Rooney when he first burst onto the scene in football. Not now, of course. Not the bearded Derby County manager that he is now. I mean, that looks like he's got the ears and everything. That's what we'll call him. We'll call him Wayne. He can be Wayne from now on. So Wayne is currently unloading me. I don't know who's driving the other tractor, the 8R. HD45X. Is that the small header? The HD45X. Yeah, 30. So you could have leased me the 50-footer. You could, you know, you could have done that for me. I haven't even got the I haven't even installed the Midwest header, the 60-foot header, the Midwest Duras header. A 60-foot header would speed up a lot of these harvesting gigs. Although a 60-foot header might make it a little bit hard for the tractor to unload the combine. Because that header's going to move out quite a bit. It's going to be very tight. Unless you can make the pipe longer, get a longer pipe on the harvester. Go. Another nearly full tractor driver here. We've almost made it down to the south edge of the field as well. I mean, that's been a I mean, look at that. You can barely make out the top of the field back there in the distance. But once we're reaching the south edge now. Don't know where the 8R is. I would have thought the 8R should be back at this point. And I'll zoom out. Can I see the 8R anywhere? Nope. That's a bit of a concern. He should be, obviously, in a position, I would have thought now, where he's unloaded, he's come back to the field. He should be trundling down here, ready to take over from the 7R when the 7R gets full. That's a bit of a concern. Where's the 8R gone? I was saying it's been working very well, and now all of a sudden I've lost the tractor. Okay, that guy's full. I'm going to hit the call to unload button just to see if I can trigger the 8R wherever he might be. Start moving. R man is definitely full. He finished harvesting. Rotate the GPS course 90 degrees, which I do top and obviously for each row. Starting off again. Not seeing the other tractor. Still not seeing it. I don't know where he is currently. Hmm. %42 full. Well, nearly 50% now. Still no sign of him. There he is. I've just seen him. There he is. He's just over there. He's just passed. He's just past the 7R. Again, that's the other thing. He's got to drive round the crop. He's got to drive round the field, avoiding the crop. Come and unload me. So sometimes it's not as actually a straight shoot for him, is it? So I might actually have to stop. There's a bit of room before we reach the end of the row anyway, but of course the other issue is that the tractor will always go to the point where the call to unloader signal was sent. So he's always going to drive to wherever it was I pressed the button, which was over there. He's going to drive there first, then he's going to look for the harvester and figure out where it's gone, and then he's going to drive over and unload me. Okay, fair enough. I will get full in a second, so I'll just have to sit here, wait for him. This is what uses your fuel up, by the way, this sitting and waiting. Whilst you're moving, you're alright. It's not too bad, but you can burn quite a lot of fuel when you just sat idling like this, waiting for a trailer to appear. Come on, dude. Here he comes. Typically, I let it empty down to about 80%, and then I start him off again, and I start harvesting, and then he will actually then drive alongside me, because I have got active unloading enabled. Normally I turn that option off because Normally auto drive has a bit of a issue with it, but it seems to be working okay, and he's actually driving perfect. I think because these fields are so big and the rows are so long, the course isn't going to deviate in any way. I think the active unloading works well on big fields like this, where the tractor's not really having to steer much because the harvester's not moving. I think if you're on small fields where you're having to drive around and wibble and wobble and stuff, active unloading doesn't work because the tractor just hasn't got a clue where it's meant to be, because it can't predict where the harvester's going to be. Whereas on fields like this with such massive runs, the tractor knows that the harvester's going to be right beside me for another 500 meters. We're going. I don't know if the 7R's made it back yet from unloading. But I imagine he'll be getting the call because that trailer to me looks like it's 60% full, over 60% full. So I expect the 7R will have had the message. Start making your way down the field. Looks like Gerald. No, it's Seamus. I say it looked like Gerald, but it's not Gerald, is it? That's Seamus, the driver. Hello, Seamus. %, transported for field 160. Has he only just made it to the unloading point with the crop? Damn, I thought he was going to be close to unloading me. Thought he was going to be on his way down the field, because this trailer's going to get full. I don't see him anywhere. Okay, that fella's full. So I'm going to carry on. I'm going to pipe in at the moment. And I'm going to carry on, ladies and gents, with the harvesting. When we come back for the next episode, I guarantee and promise you this contract will be complete. In some manner or fashion, we'll have either passed it or we will have failed it, and I will show you that at the beginning of the next episode, and then we'll go off and do some other things, some other tasks. three videos harvesting one field is a little bit too much for me to ask of anybody to really put up with and cope with and live with. So we're going to try and obviously mix it up a bit in the next video. We're going to do some other jobs. We're maybe going to pick up smaller fields to work on, so we can actually maybe do a couple of tasks in one video, maybe. We will see. But I thank you all for watching today's episode, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to call the end of the video here because my dinner is due to be delivered in about 15 minutes. And I want to go and have my dinner. It's been a long day recording episodes and preparing stuff and things. So, thank you all for watching. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe. Goodbye for now, everybody. Cheerio.